What's up, everyone? Welcome to the brand new channel. I'm the Gridiron Gobbler, or you can just call me Mr. Scott.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
In this channel, we will be doing all things gridiron, whether it's fantasy football, where I will live stream my league's drafts, where it is a very competitive and unique league where there's 2 quarterbacks, 2 flex, and only 3 bench. I'll be doing fantasy rankings. Quarterback is what we will be starting with today. Running back, wide receiver, tight end. If I have time, I'll get to kickers and defense as well. I will be predicting the season standings, playoff seedings, playoffs, and Super Bowl. We'll be giving bold predictions throughout the season. And even though, as you can see, I'm a huge Eagles fan, I will try to be unbiased. I will live stream all Eagles games, all PrimeTime games. I will be posting live game updates on my X, Twitter, whatever it's called account. I will also be doing a lot of Madden content from realistic buildings. I will also be doing a lot of Madden content from realistic rebuilds to competitive games, and if you have any ideas, I'm always open to them. So without a further ado, let's kick things off. So I just finished work, got a nice drink in my hand, just smoked a nice fat joint. All right, so to kick things off, I got my rankings here. We got quarterback 1. Those are guys that I think that are league winners, someone who you have to start week in and week out unless there's a bye week. Then we got quarterback 2. Those are guys I think just under that level, worth starting. Then you got your bench players. Those are guys I think that it's worth keeping on the bench, either because they're rookies, really good backups that you know will play well if there's an injury, or someone you simply think is a sleeper that you personally like. Totally fine by me. We all got players like that. Then you got bust. Those are guys that I think will just not have a good season, not worth benching, not worth starting, and just ignore them. Okay, as you see here, I got pretty much every quarterback in the league. Now, I'm not going to rank every single quarterback. I just thought it would be a good idea to have all of them available. Let's start. Kyler Murray, quarterback 2. Until I can really see the progress, or I can see him make that jump, he will be no more than a quarterback 2 for me. And that's purely off upside, because let's face it, he's fringe bench. Okay, second quarterback, Michael Penix. That is someone I think is perfectly suited for the bench. You're not sure exactly what you're going to get with him, even if he had the hot finish that he had last season. If anything, I think this was a boost for Drake London more than it is for Michael Penix. Doesn't make sense. I think it's very possible he can have a very good season this year, make that jump from rookie. You know, this is basically his rookie season. So, on the bench, keep him there for now. Good possibility. By the halfway through the season, he'll be a quarterback 2. All right, next guy on the list, Lamar Jackson. Now, I really don't have to say much about Lamar Jackson. Year in and year out, he's on the top 10 of the quarterback list. Barring any injury, he should still be a top 3 again this year. He doesn't disappoint. All right, now we got Josh Allen. Again, same thing like Lamar. Don't have to say much about this guy. Year in and year out, he's going to give you top fantasy numbers, and you really just can't go wrong. It all depends where you draft these guys. Now it gets a little trickier. Bryce Young. Now we saw last season, we've seen in prior seasons, that he really started to look like a bust. But at the end of last season, things started to click. Things started to get a little better. I think he's worth putting on the bench. Any other time, any other year, I probably would have had him as a bust. But bench for now. Another guy that I really just need to see prove it so far. He did have the strong preseason game. I liked what I saw by him in the offense. But again, this is someone I still need to see prove himself. Caleb Williams is going in the bench. All right, it seems we've been starting off strong. Next guy on the list, Joe Burrow. Another quarterback 1. Another player I really think is going to have another strong season. Another 4,000 plus yards, close to 5, 40 plus touchdowns. I really think this year, Joe Burrow will finish as the quarterback 1. All right, next we got the dumpster fire of the quarterback depth chart in the Browns. Recently, Joe Flacco has been named the starter. I do not think that is going to last very long. I think Kenny Pickett will be the next guy up before either of the rookies get a chance. So for now, no matter who the quarterback is, you're all going in the bust. All of you. Bust. All right, next we got America's favorite sweetheart, Dak Prescott. I always think, at least for fantasy-wise, he's a very solid option. So, CD Lamb, George Pickens, quarterback one. I'm sorry, Eagles fans. I'm sorry. I'm not a traitor.
You are part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor.
I just think this is purely fantasy talk. He'll probably have a good fantasy season. If you look at his history, every year after an injury, he came back and had a career year. He missed a lot of games last year, so I think he has another career year. I don't think he's ever had a wide receiver combo just as good as CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. So, Dak Prescott, quarterback one. All right, Bo Nix. Bo Nix had a fantastic rookie season. Did way better than anyone could have expected. I think this year he stays on that same kind of path. Let's go quarterback two. Jared Goff. Ever since Goff has become a Lion, he has been a very, very good fantasy quarterback. They lost Ben Johnson. I know that. But I think Goff has really grown, and I think he'll be just fine with all the offensive weapons he has in Gibbs, Williams, Amon-Ra, Laporta, you name it. Goff is going to have good numbers. Another NFC North quarterback, Jordan Love. I think Jordan Love is overrated. Just don't think he's very good. Okay, I got to give him some credit. At the very least, I'm putting him on the bench. I am not taking any sort of valuable pick to get him. All right, next. This is someone everyone thought would have a very good season last year. A lot of wide receiver injuries haunted him. Did have a little bit of a sophomore slump. Think this year, as long as that O-line can hold a little bit, that CJ Stroud will have a very big bounce back season, and he will be a quarterback two. Possibly quarterback one, but at least for now, quarterback two. The Colts. Danny Dimes has just been named the starter maybe a couple hours ago since making this video. Bust. Trevor Lawrence. Now, Trevor Lawrence has been an up and down fantasy quarterback, mostly down. This year, Liam Cohen is the offensive coordinator, and what he did with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last season and Baker Mayfield, I think at the very least, Trevor Lawrence is worth keeping on the bench. Give it a few weeks. Let's see what he's got. One last shot. This is a quarterback in his early years would be considered a no-question quarterback one league winner. In recent years, not so much. He is still Patrick Mahomes. I still will put him as quarterback two. With everything going on with Rashee Rice, Kelsey getting older, Worthy still developing, quarterback two for Patrick Mahomes. Next up, we got Geno Smith. Geno Smith is a little interesting. The Seahawks with Pete Carroll, he was pretty decent, put up decent numbers. Now he's a Las Vegas Raider. He is still with Pete Carroll. Now, I don't think that connection is going to be as strong as it was in Seattle. Jacoby Myers is decent. Brock Bowers is easily their best target. I think Geno Smith is going to be a bust this season. JJ McCarthy, basically rookie that everyone is crowning the next king already. Now, I do think he'll put up okay numbers considering his wide receiver one is Justin Jefferson. However, other than that, I don't think he's going to be very fantasy relevant, at least this season. Now we have Justin Herbert. Now, Justin Herbert is a very safe option. Is safe good? Of course it's good. It won't lose you games. Is safe going to win you games? No. I will put him comfortably in the quarterback two range without a problem. Next, we got Matt Stafford. Early in Stafford's career, he was a fantasy god. And I'm not just saying that lightly. He put up huge numbers. 5,000-yard seasons, 30, 40-plus touchdown seasons. He had Calvin Johnson for much of that. But late in his career, he's still putting up decent numbers. Now he has Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua. If he can just stay healthy, I think he is perfect for the quarterback two range. Now we got Tua Tagovailoa. He's a little harder to rate, mostly because he's injured half the time. When he is on the field, he puts up really good numbers, efficient numbers, but still never really broke that quarterback one range. So if he can stay healthy, he is also someone I'll just put in the quarterback two range until I can see otherwise. Another sophomore quarterback, Drake May. Last year, obviously, he's on the Patriots. Almost no offensive weapons. It was really hard to evaluate him. This year, it's going to be hard to evaluate him. So I don't want to call him a bust though. Bench. Next we got the presumed starter in Russell Wilson for the New York Giants. I don't know exactly how that's going to turn out. Probably not well. Let's just call it a bust. Now I do think Jackson Dart will take over at some point. So him I'm actually going to put on the bench. Next we got Justin Fields. He's someone who's been a up and down fantasy player. I had him that one year. He rushed for around 1,200 yards. 8 touchdowns, not the best passing numbers, but with those rushing stats, that's unbelievable quarterback numbers. This year, he is the sole starter for the New York Jets. He has decent weapons. I think he can easily be a quarterback too. Next, we have the worst quarterback in the league, Jalen Hurts. For fantasy quarterback wise, unquestioned, quarterback 1 can be a league winner. I think this year he's going to have an MVP type season. I'm putting him strictly, firmly in the quarterback 1. Say that in real life too. Jalen Hurts is a top quarterback. Next, we got another tough guy to evaluate, Brock Purdy. I think when his weapons are healthy and in Kyle Shanahan's system, he is easily a quarterback 2 at the very least. That leads us to Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold had an amazing season with the Vikings last season. I don't think anyone expected that. Fantasy-wise, I think he was top 5, top 6 at least. This year, I think he falls down. I don't think he'll be as good with the Seahawks. I am putting Sam Darnold on the bench. Baker Mayfield. Someone who probably single-handedly saved my season last year. I got him undrafted. Nobody wanted him, including myself, because I didn't draft him. But it was the best decision I made. I think he's up for another big season. Quarterback 1. Next, we got the rookie from Tennessee, Cam Ward. Now, rookies are hard to evaluate. There's not many rookie quarterbacks this season. It's also really hard to evaluate them because he doesn't really have that many weapons. He's got Calvin Ridley. I think Calvin Ridley will have a really good season, mostly because he'll be the only target. But Cam Ward, I think he'll be a bust. I don't think he's going to be fantasy relevant. Next, we got Jaden Daniels. Now, Jaden Daniels had an amazing rookie season, probably the best rookie season by a quarterback we've ever seen. So it's going to be really, really hard to duplicate that. I don't think he's going to be on the bench or nothing. I don't think he's going to be quarterback 2. I do think he's going to be a quarterback 1, but I don't think it'll be as prolific as his rookie season. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. A lot of the drama with Terry McLaurin. Deebo Samuel doesn't look like what he once was, but still, quarterback 1, great season incoming. Now we got Father Time himself, Aaron Rodgers. Bust. I don't think he's going to have a good season. What I've seen in camp, he looks slow, sluggish. He looks like a shell of his old self. The only one who's going to be fantasy relevant on the Steelers is probably going to be DK Metcalf, and that's because he is going to get riddled with targets. And that will conclude my fantasy quarterback rankings. I hope you enjoyed the video. I have more videos coming up soon. Next will be running backs, then wide receivers, then tight ends. And then I cannot wait for you guys to join me for my fantasy draft. I'm going to go live. After that, I cannot wait to see you guys for the Eagles games, all primetime games, for all my Madden content that will be coming out in the future. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Oh, and if you're wondering why I left out the Saints quarterback, because no Saints quarterback is going to be relevant this year. Good night.